Hi, I'm Kaylin, your abundance coach and your abundant relationship coach. Today, ladies, I want to talk to you about being in a contradiction. This is something that often happens in relationships, and it puts us in a no fun zone, totally and completely. Have you ever had the experience, or maybe you have a girlfriend who's having a similar experience, because I do. I have a girlfriend who's going through this right now, who on the one hand is a powerhouse when it comes to work. She's maybe, president or the owner or the CEO or like the best manager or whatever it is, and she's a go-getter and she is out to conquer the world kind of thing. And then she is unhappy, she's super tired probably, and relationship is not cutting it for her. She probably complains, if she takes you into confidence, or if this is you, that her man is not delivering. He's not showing up. The truth is, he's not the knight in shining armor kind of thing. He doesn't come in and sweep her off her feet. He doesn't love her the way she wants to be loved. That is because there's a contradiction going on, and it's just a terrible place to be. Now, this happens when we ladies believe a great lie that's really perpetuated all over society. And the great lie is that power only comes in the form of masculine power. It's a huge lie. In the lie, we think that in order to be powerful in our lives, we have to be like a man. We have to bring home the bacon kind of thing. We have to call the shots. We have to be the one leading the company, leading life, making, in control, making all the decisions. The problem is, that's really more of a masculine flow. Men are meant to be leaders. True men that you want to have lead you and that you trust, those men, they are in that position. Now, they don't abuse their power, and they're not aggressive. And those are some key words. They're not aggressive. They are assertive. They act like they know what they're doing, because they do, and then they take actions. Like, look at Gandhi. Look at how powerful he was. He was very assertive. He certainly was not aggressive. He was completely against violence, and yet he was a true man. He was in his masculine flow. The masculine flow is a gender flow. Like everything else that I talk about, it is a flow of energy that belongs to masculinity. It is a flow that is assertive. It looks like it's in control, but control is sort of a false illusion. Really what it is it's in a leadership position. In that flow, men know how to make choices. They don't abuse their power, and they're great leaders. They make the right choices. We can trust them. Those are the key words, so I've repeated them. Now, the problem is, ladies, we're not men. We are women. We're meant to be in the feminine flow. The feminine flow is also its own flow of energy. Here's the thing. If you're a woman, you have the woman body parts, the boom boom, as it's been called. And those body parts make you a certain gender flow. It doesn't mean you don't have any masculine flow. No one has 100% of either. If you look at the yin and the yang symbol, we all have a little, ladies, masculine, but we're supposed to mostly be feminine. And that varies some, we're not all the same by any means. But the idea, and call it the archetype kind of thing, in other words, the way it's supposed to be, is that ladies, we would rely on true feminine power. The thing is, true feminine power tends to be more powerful. There was that old saying, behind every great man, there's a great woman, or whatever the exact words are. And for a while, we ladies thought that it was very insulting, that we should come second. But they don't understand, no one understands the real meaning of that quote. What it means is, a guy ain't nothing without the great girl behind him. That's what it really means. It really means that the person driving the bus, the person with this incredible amount of wisdom and the ability to show him, to really direct him, was the one who looked silent behind. It's just a silent power. But without her, where's his base? He is meant to lead, so he's in front because he's leading. It doesn't mean necessarily that he's more powerful. Now, the truth is, no relationship is going to really be a good relationship when you have a power struggle. That's silly. No relationship either then, therefore, is going to be quite right when we're equal. We're not equal. We're not the same. Not even in homosexual or lesbian relationships are we the same. If we were, we could date the mirror. That's not what we're here for. When we look in the mirror, there's no attraction. Whether you are heterosexual or homosexual, there's chemistry. Chemistry is attraction. There's magnetism. So we're not equal. One's one magnet, the other's the other end of the magnet, and opposites attract. So ladies, think about it. If you're living this contradiction, then you're like my friend. She sort of is a powerhouse in the whole work field. She's an influencer, she knows people, she kind of gets things done. She's the owner of her business. But then she's so unhappy in her marriage that she right now is heading for divorce. Like, really, I don't mean heading, I mean like, I think we're a step before the steps start to happen. And a divorce is looking imminent. Why? Because she's not happy, she's not fulfilled. The truth is she's not fulfilled in her life, but she's not fulfilled in her marriage. She feels like her man isn't a man. He doesn't look at her and like melt her with a look. He doesn't see her and love her, love who she is. That's what we're all about, ladies. We are all about our guy loving us for who we are, aren't we? It doesn't mean that we don't like to look beautiful. And it doesn't mean that we don't like for them to notice that. Of course we do. But we want to know that they care about more than that. That they really love who we are. That they love our heart and our soul. Not whether or not we bring home the bacon. So when you change your mind and you start to realize that you want a man to be a man in your life, you want the other person, you want him to be that masculine flow, and you want to be receptive to that. You want to receive the love. You want him to look at you like you're the most beautiful woman in the world, because at that point, beauty is far more than skin deep. When that's what you realize that you're really after, then it's time to start to change your mind. Stop believing that lie. True power is not only masculine. Feminine power is very, very powerful. If you look throughout history, there have always been women who are playing the chessboard kind of thing. Actually, look at a chessboard. The most powerful piece, the queen. The king is the one who's going to lose the game kind of thing, because if someone takes your king, you lose the game. But who's the powerhouse? It's the queen. It's a silent power, because check, checkmate, it's all the speech is about the king, but a lot of the power lies with the queen. And the truth is, that's just been true throughout history. And it's still true now. So ladies, start to change your mind. Try to find power where your power really lies, where you will find far more power. Where you will find power that doesn't deplete you the way masculine energy does, but you'll find power that gives you even more energy. It brings more out. You'll find yourself being a bit of a fountain of youth, as far as a fountain of energy, as far as, and power, as far as, instead of getting so tired and depleted, you'll feel like you see more, you know more, you're more aware of more, you understand how to do more, you understand how to make this work. Now all of a sudden you understand how to make that work. Why? Because now you are in the core of your true power. Your power isn't assertive. It isn't go, 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 go get them. That's not feminine power. Feminine power is far more gentle. It's far softer. It's more of a bring the mountain to me. Now there's power. Men go to the mountain. Ladies, the mountain comes to us. We're receptive and we allow the mountain to come to us. That's how we move mountains. Do you see the difference? Men can move mountains too, but we move it by letting it come to us. We let the mountain move. They have to go and move the mountain. Exhausting for us ladies. Not for them. They're a different gender flow. In our gender flow, we are going to find that we're able to influence things. We're able to have a far more fulfilling, wonderful, fighting free or far less fighting, loving, where he wants to be with you. He wants to bring you flowers. He wants to take you out. He looks at you, and I don't care how long you've been together, and he goes, "You're the most beautiful woman." And you're like, I'm getting older. And he's like, "You're more beautiful than you were when I met you." Because beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So it's not really about the makeup you put on. That's a bit about us. That's about adorning ourselves, isn't it? And yes, men notice. Of course they notice. They notice the energy we've activated. Law of attraction says they have to. But when we get them to perceive us the way that we really want them to perceive us, they fall madly in love with us, as we do with them. But then they want to be with us. They want to make us happy. Ladies, make sure that you are looking to be in a relationship that makes you happy. Stop exhausting yourself. Bring the mountain to you. I'm not saying you shouldn't earn money or anything like that. Clearly, I love doing that. But my first dedication is my feminine flow. It's myself, my family, my husband, and then my daughter, and taking care of us, taking care of the feminine sides of the relationship that I am, and that really make me happy. It makes me happy to have a nice clean home. It doesn't mean I can't have a maid, which is probably a really good idea. That's my next step. But the point is, it doesn't matter how you do it. It's really where your energy's at, because that's what law of attraction is always responding to. So if your energy is believing that lie and you're trying to be a male, you're trying to have the energy, have the power of a man, well, you'll always be what Teun Mars called a second-rate male. Why? You don't have the parts. You're not a man. You're a woman. You're feminine. And your power really lies here. And when you tap into our true power, you're going to find so much more power. And you're going to find so many more mountains coming to you. Which is why, have you ever noticed that women can do 10 things? We can multitask. We can, take care of the kid, make dinner, talk to the husband, answer the phone. Because the mountains come to us and we can do more. You can actually do more. Not when you're being a second-rate male. So, exit the contradiction. Exit the lie. Don't try to be the man in your relationship. Instead, ladies, sit back, enjoy. Let him make you happy. Let him think that making you happy and looking at you and being with you is the best thing in the world. By not being the man. Be the woman. Be receptive to him. Look more into femininity and what true feminine power is, because there, ladies, lies your ability to have law of attraction, bring everything you want in your world. From a fighting-free relationship to a great parenting experience, a great romantic experience, and a far less exhausting and frustrating life. So, join me in future videos as well, where I'll be talking to you more about the feminine flow and the masculine flow. So be sure to subscribe so that we can get you out of the lie and out of the contradiction and into being made happy. How awesome is that? Sitting around, not literally, but and letting him make you happy. It makes him happy and it'll make you happy. Thank you so much for joining me, Kaylin, your abundant relationship coach. Until next time.